What? Why would I do that? Today, as you can tell, we're doing something different. We are organizing my craft room. It's a little bit of a hot mess at the moment. Is it because I've bought more yarn? Yes. Is it also because my husband is coming home from a long trip? Yes. And I need to get this cleaned up before he gets home. Maybe he doesn't find everything. Thankfully, he's usually really nice and very supportive of my addictions. And one of them is yarn and Ikea and the Container Store storage units. If there is a bin or a bucket, I want it. Or a basket, all of it, I want it. I can always find something to put in it, and if I don't have it, I'll buy something. We are organizing what I have purchased. This room is in a little bit of dire straits. It's not horrible because actually in, I think January or February, we just redid this room. We took everything down, we painted it, we rearranged things, I reorganized everything, so it's not horrible. But some of the things that we kept in here for organizing, I absolutely hate. One of them is that thing right there under my TV. It is just rickety and wobbly and it doesn't hold enough stuff. So I got more things to hold more stuff and they're stable, not like that thing. And the other reason that I need to work in this room is because this is kind of a strange space. For one, it's long and skinny. The other thing is because of our living arrangement, my mother lives downstairs in the master bedroom. My husband and I and our 2 kids, we live in the upstairs rooms, just the bedrooms. We don't stay up here all the time, but our bedrooms are up here. And this is one of the spare rooms. And here is where my husband's closet is. He has a closet, I'm looking at it right now. It is right beside where I film. You usually can't see it when I'm filming. And then this door right there is the bathroom he shares with my son. My husband and my son share a bathroom, and then my daughter and I share a bathroom off of our bedroom. I know that sounds strange, but it works. It's how we had to manage things. I kind of need to get things together before he gets home next week. This way he can be surprised at how nice the room is, that he needs to walk from the bathroom to his closet or vice versa. It'll feel better to him, even more feminine than it already feels right now. And I like turquoise and pink, and that is what is in this room. He's very nice about it. Today, we are going to be taking that thing apart. I'm putting together a new Ikea unit, 2 of them that are gonna go into there. Kind of the same configuration, just a little bit different. And another longer container unit that is gonna go under one of my tables that I have over here. Now I've got my hair up, I've got on my exercise pants that I don't exercise in, and I'm ready for this. And we are fixing to get started. Okay, that part's gone, and I'll show you where it all went. Most everything that came out of there is right along here. It was a bunch of thread, some of my painting supplies, projects I was gonna do for the channel, and this big unit right here, I have in the blue bins down below are all my paint box Simply Erin colors. Each box is a different color shade. They are already in balls because my mother rolled them for me because she's a saint. Now this stuff is not changing that much. This is a lot of my Cricut supplies, my ribbons, tapes, scissors, vinyl. When I crochet flowers, so some of my wires and my florist tape for that. Just all kinds of various odds and ends are in this thing. Up there on the wall, that's Steve. That is a pig wearing glasses reading a cookbook on how to cook chicken. I don't know why I got him, but I needed that pig. This top row of storage bins, right there, that is my Premier Parfait chunky yarn, and it is just thrown in there. So I'm hoping I can separate that by colors. It is also already rolled into balls for me by my mom. And below that, there is one more row you really can't see, and that is my Stylecraft DK yarn. And it's not really organized that well because, again, I didn't have the room. Now, if we come over here, this is right here. That is part of the camera setup, but that door is my husband's closet. Over here is my rocking chair, and that basket, that's yarn with paper on top that I use for packing my things that I sell. That basket right there, that's also yarn. That is from We Crochet and some hobby yarns, I believe also. That's yarn. That is just a mix of various types of yarns. And then this, oh, yarn. That's also yarn. I need to find places for all of these things, and that is the next goal. I have gotten 2 pieces built. Here they are. I have not put in any of the drawers. I'm not gonna do that till I come back because I'm fixing to have to go get my daughter, so I didn't want to get all started and then have to get her and then come back and dinner. We will just continue this after dinner and see how much more I can get done. I will see you in a little bit. Good morning, it's day 2. And I am going back into the dungeon this morning, and we will see what I left for myself. I don't think it's good, but let's go have a peek. It looks so bad. Let's see. Over here is all of that. I did get, oh goodness, there's still all of this. I did get these shelves finished, and I organized my Parfait chunky yarn in here, and they're in rainbow order. So the top one is reds, orange, yellows, greens, blues, and black actually, because there was room in there. And then the bottom is gray and purple. And right there you can see my white and my creams. And then the bottom basket is on my thread. There's been some progress. There's definitely more that can be done. Lots more. Today the goal is to clean out that area under the table, right there, that whole spot, and put in the new shelving unit. If I measured correctly, it should fit under there. There's a strong possibility I did not measure correctly, but fingers crossed I did. I am still organizing, and something that I've come across that I am just absolutely perplexed why this is here. This basket, this is all black cotton yarn. What? Why would I do that? Why would I ever buy this much black cotton yarn? I am just an idiot. Obviously, this must have been early on in the crochet journey where I knew absolutely nothing about what I was doing, because a normal, sane person would never do this. I'm gonna keep going. Still trying to figure out places to put everything. I have made progress though. There, another box empty. It's gone now. Sort of. Now I gotta clean that up. All right. Another thing that I forgot I bought, because I was wanting to make baskets for this room, a lot of baskets. I also just bought a lot of baskets, forgetting that I was gonna make baskets. What I'm finding in this process is I've got things to make baskets, such as ribbon yarn. This 4-pack, I've already used 2.5 skeins of this, and then I have these. That's a lot of ribbon yarn. A lot of baskets in the future. So yeah, more things to make. I can look at this as more content. That's what this is, content. Okay, here's another one of those. What do I do with it? Last year at Christmas time, I subscribed to the Crochet Society Advent Calendar for Christmas. I have a private channel for my business, and I was going to make a square day because it was a granny square blanket that was going to come out. But y'all, the colors were so horrible. The combinations I absolutely hated. I enjoyed some of the squares. I am not a granny square person. They bore me to tears. I think they are so pretty, but I don't enjoy granny squares. And then you have to join them all. I don't like that. That is like black cotton yarn. That is another form of torture for me. And do you see this pink and this like orangey red? And then I think there was a blue yarn. There were some sweet gifts with it, but the color combinations I abhorred and I couldn't continue. Have y'all ever had that where you've started something and the colors are so bad that you just stop? And that happened. It started off really cute, like this pale pink and cream, and then it did this. And then it did this. And then it combined that horrible red with a darker pink. And I don't know if it comes across, but this is like an orange red. I hated it and I couldn't. So I did, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I did a week and then I gave up. It was nothing against the design. Some of these squares are really pretty and I enjoyed the technique. I couldn't do the colors. The yarn was really nice. I really don't enjoy granny squares. They're not my thing. I think they are so pretty. Some of them are just gorgeous, but they're not for me. Now what do I keep these? I guess I'll keep them. Maybe there's gonna be something down the line that calls for some really ugly squares with really bad color combinations. And this will be that. Maybe. For the most part, I think it looks pretty good. I did rearrange a few things over here. This is my sewing now. These are my crochet pattern books that are like blankets, household things. These are my coloring books and my Prisma colors, and here's all the ribbon yarn. Then in here, I still have my safety eyes, my googly eyes. They're not really that organized, but that's okay. And these are just various tools. My bows, yarn brush, bobbins, just a mishmash of things. Then here is a whole bunch of dishy yarn. I'm really big into washcloths right now, and then I was also wanting to make some planner hangers. That's what a lot of this is, and I also got some Hobie bamboo yarn, the rainbow bamboo. This is basically things that I have made, and most of them I don't want to see the light of day. They're in there, other than this blanket. I love this blanket. It is the Mulberry Afghan by Tony of TL Yarn Crafts. I absolutely love that one, but I wanted it kind of safe, so it's in there. This is more sewing stuff, and then my Woobles Pac-Man, and I think that's Blinky the ghost. This was another yarn purchase, and I haven't rolled them simply because I wanted to make sure that they didn't get mixed up with all my other yarns. This is the We Crochet Brava, and I'd never tried this before, so I had gotten some of that to try, and I was wanting to make some cactuses and things, so that's why there's a lot of those sorts of colors. The rest of these are all of my worsted yarns, and they're arranged by colors. Most of them, not all, but the majority of them are Paint Box Simply Aran. It just goes through all the colors. I don't have many, as you can tell. It's very sparse, very, very sparse. Now, if we come in here, these are just a variety of different textured yarns. This drawer is a lot of my tools, my hooks. This is when I want to practice knitting. I kind of knit. I wouldn't really call what I do knit. I practice. These are more wooden bamboo needles. These are more crochet hooks. Then I can't show you everything that's in this top one. This is my ideas for content for the channel. This is camera stuff. These two baskets on top are empty, but I'm sure that it's just a very temporary situation. Now, if we come over here, this was pretty much already organized. These are my buttons, my pens, gel pens, markers. That's pretty much where this is. This is when I pack my orders. I sit here and I write cards and put on my tags from right in here. There's gift bags, and that blue thing way up there is some of my finished pieces that they're finished, but I don't want anybody to touch them, so they're in there to stay safe. Wrapping papers, some of my books and my kids' things that they've made, and then I crocheted a heart garland, pictures of my peoples, and these boxes, these are all paint things. Also up here, it's hidden in that brown one right there, is my yarn winder. I have a chair over here. I don't really get to sit in the chair that much because it's in a really weird spot. I love that chair though. And then, like I said, I'm in a washcloth vase. Those are some of the washcloths. Over here where I film, of course, there's Steve. Hey, Steve. Here in this basket, this is the We Crochet. These are the amigurumi little 100% combed mercerized cotton. These were some of their amigurumi sets, and I wanted to try those. I got 3 kinds, maybe a little overboard. Some of my special books. This is still the same. This is my Barocco vintage that is just prized, and it rarely gets used because it's pretty. These are all amigurumi books, just a few, that's half. And in this back there, that is all cotton yarn. There's more books. Up here, this is all of the sheepjies. I don't know how you say it. All of the little mini skeins in there. Then down here, these 4, that bin, that bin, that bin, and that bin are all DK yarn. I tried to arrange them by similar colors and by how many I could fit in. So this is blues, greens, and purples, whites and yellows and browns, and more browns and oranges, blacks and grays in there. This is Red Heart Super Saver, the majority of it. And I'm not a huge Red Heart fan. I love it for a beginner yarn, but not too much after that. I've kept this yarn because this blanket right there, that's not finished. And the yarn in that bucket is to finish this blanket. The graphs, I just got tired of reading graphs. It's mostly done, but not completely done. This is all of my spiral and multicolored yarns. I just bought some of this Universe yarn from Hobie. I was thinking of this one being a really pretty, like a rainbow fish. And I thought this was pretty for fall. And the other ones were on sale at Hobby Lobby a couple of years ago. So of course I needed them. Over here, this is my view from the table. The things that are in here are just, I don't know. None of them are extremely useful, but they're just in case I need them. In my container store storage, I have all kinds of things in here. I have a rivet gun, I have electric scissors, I have a roller for my Cricut stuff. I don't know. It's all kinds of things. Keychain stuff. I have various kinds of tapes. My ribbons. my ribbons. This is just bells and I don't know. It's popsicle sticks. It's various things to accessorize. This is my heat gun, my florist wire and tape, some little pots that I was going to use for when I crochet practices, and here's my vinyl and my Cricut stuff and another camera thing. Then in this container, that's where I keep all my gift bags. These are extra storage cubes that I had left over. Now over here by my chair, what I did is I built this. This is one of the new additions from Ikea. In here, I have a lot of my packing stuff, my mailing things. So I have tissue paper that I use to wrap my stuff in. I have my blocking mats here. This is just personal little photos and things that I have. This is some of my painting stuff, dotting tools, little small canvases that my daughter and I sometimes do. In this bag right here, that's a work in progress. There's been no progress on that in some time. This is a paint by number that my husband had made of a photo of he and I. And it's super sweet and so special, and I've got to work on that and try to finish it. Then here's some of my boxes. In here, these are paint pens, more mailers and boxes. Over here, there might be this, a little candy stash, and this is more paint, varnish and things. That is camera equipment, and that is a laundry basket that I actually use to keep my fiber fill in. It is perfect when I buy it in 5-pound shipments, and that holds an entire 5-pound box. Rather than keeping the box in here, I use that laundry basket. I'm all done, and I'm so glad. I'm so glad it's finished. Now, when my husband comes home from his long journey, he can walk into this nice clean room of femininity. Think of his wife. Every time he goes to his closet or to the bathroom, he will see his wife has been here. I'm sure it will just put a smile on his face. I hope you've enjoyed the video today. If you have any tips or questions, please feel free to put them in the comments down below. I will see you next time here on the Rumi Mill. Bye.